So recently I've had some coaching calls where there was questions being asked heavily about how to deal with circumstances, and so I want to share that in this video. But recently in one of my membership videos, I have shared my own success story of how a seeming circumstance that I thought was very difficult to change got changed because I changed my story regarding it. And I was fighting for my limitations. I was insidiously fighting for my own limitations. And the moment I flipped the story and said, no, I am the power, and this seeming circumstance means nothing, guess what happened? Without me doing anything in the 3D, the circumstance dissolved automatically. And so here's the deal. Let me be very clear about it. What are even circumstances? Circumstances are your ego fighting for its limitations. That's it. Because the ego wants to keep things familiar, keep things in the known, what it knows to be true. It wants to keep perpetuating the story, right? It does not want to change, and it wants to stay human. Because another question, one of comments on my videos was something like, some non-duality people are now talking about the idea that you have no free will, everything works as it is and you are just a witness, and they wanted me to talk about this. So this video ties back to that idea as well. So the idea that that's a coping mechanism, right? That we have no free will, it's all working on its own and you're just a witness. That's just a coping mechanism. People create the ego creates all these coping mechanism to fight, to cope with the dread of existence, right? This existence is immense and it's too big for the ego to handle. This is why it wants to cling to circumstances, it wants to cling to the old story because it's familiar, it's comforting, right? So all these coaching calls that I'm having, I understand that you guys have been through traumatic experience and you're going through tough circumstances, but understand that it's just a story. You are repeating a story because it feels familiar, because just because your ego does not like change, it has no faith in the unseen. It exists, it thinks that all that exists here is that's it. There is nothing else that exists. It cannot comprehend parallel realities or unity consciousness or an existence larger than itself. So all you are doing is fighting for your limitations, right? Like, is it possible? What about no contact? We have been in no contact for this many years. Well, you are thinking in egoic logical sense, right? There are people who have manifested their specific partners after 10 years of no contact, after 5 years of no contact. You think no contact means that there is no physical contact, so that means there is no contact. I recently sent an email to one of my clients that that's separation consciousness, but essentially there is only one mind in existence. There is no other mind. So when you think of your SP, you are thinking in the same mind, and they are existing in the same mind. So whatever you think about them and feel about them, they hear it. They are downloading it. It's in their subconscious. There is only one mind. So you don't need to be in contact for them to come back into your life, right? That's you fighting for your limitations. And all the circumstances that are being presented, it's us being fighting for our limitations. It's the ego trying to hold on to what it knows. And manifestation is literally making the unseen seen, right? We are selecting from the infinity of God, from the potential of God, something that is not here yet in your physical experience. Your senses cannot perceive it. It's here, everything is here and now, but your senses cannot perceive it, and therefore ego says it doesn't exist, and it wants to fight for its limitations. Like, oh, my specific person does not want to commit to me, they don't love me. So maybe that's how it is. Now you're fighting for your old story, right? This is your old story that is already manifested. When something is already manifested, it exists forever. Everything, creation is finished. Everything that can be is, because God is infinite. All of it exists right now. So when you are fighting for your old story, you are perpetuating to that state. You are fighting to stay in that state unknowingly. And I understand that the new state feels scary, like, how do I do this? How do I get there? How do I approach this situation? Not knowing that you are the state, you are the source, you are existence itself. All you need is a decision. And this is another thing that I get asked a lot. Is decision enough? Am I supposed to feel something? Is a decision enough? What even is a decision? All these questions are you fighting for your limitations again, right? All these questions are you fighting for your limitations. There's a Bible verse, something like Jesus said to his disciples that you all shall do greater works than I. And one of his disciples said that, but I don't feel any different. And Jesus said, you don't need to feel any different, you just know it, right? So you don't need to feel. Feelings are a manifestation of a state of being. They don't determine anything unless you decide that they do, right? So when you decide, that's it, the shift has happened. Now you need to stick to that decision until it solidifies. A decision is a new assumption, right? An assumption, though false, if persisted in, will harden into fact. How are you persisting? You are persisting by keep choosing, right? No matter what happens. If something good happens, you say, of course, it happened because I decided, right? I've shifted. I chose that reality, so of course it's normal and natural for me to have. If something opposite happens, you say, this is the old reality playing out. I no longer choose it. It does not align with my decision, so I don't care, right? I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm not going to react. It means nothing. You don't assign any meaning to it. If nothing is happening, you are say, my decision is solid. This is who I am in my desired reality right now, and there's nothing to do. It is done, right? You don't look for proof. You don't look for sign. It's usually people who say nothing is happening because they assume something and they immediately start looking for proof. Reality and circumstances and 3D is looking at you to give it direction, not the other way around. 3D cannot validate you. People assume something and immediately start to look in the 3D for validation, but it's still the old reality playing out. If you look for proof, you're creating a reality where you're looking for proof and you have not shifted. It implies that you don't have it. Again, fighting for your limitations, right? You're like, maybe it's not going to happen, let me check for proof, and if it's not there, maybe I can give up or whatever. And all these thoughts and ideas like, what if this happened, what if that happened, what if I'm not skilled enough, what if I'm not worthy, what if I'm not chosen, what if they choose somebody else, right? All of this is what? Again, fighting for your limitations. And so circumstances are just an illusion that your old self has created, and they should never bother you once you realize who you are. Once you realize who you are, they should never bother you. And who you are pure awareness, individualized aspect of God, pure consciousness. You're all imagination, as Neville Goddard would say. And your own wonderful human imagination is God. And you have an ego. And the ego is your personality that you have built up through years of accepting certain assumptions. And this is the problem, right, for most people. Now, ego is just a tool. It's not good or bad. It's that we have built up such a messed up ego. I think a mosquito has bit me here and it's very itchy. You have built up such a limited ego, and now it's fighting for its limitations, and it does not want you to move forward. And that's the problem, right? And in my coaching practice, that's what I do. I show you your blind spots. I show you what you are doing, and if you just shift that, if you stop repeating the old story, you will get what you want. And for those who want to work with me one-on-one, the link is in the description, or you can join the membership channel where I answer your questions every single Saturday. So join. But anyways, your ego has been built in an unfavorable way for most of us, and that is the problem. Every question that starts with what if it does not happen, fighting for your limitation. Why not use the question of what if it does happen? That feels scary, right? That feels very scary to your ego, because if it happens, your ego loses itself. Every time you succeed in manifestation, a part of your ego is lost and is very scared of that, right? You, and it's you, it's nobody else, it's just you, it's your built up personality that you hold so dear to you. So I'm here to tell you, it's all made up, it's all BS, it's all assumptions, and they're all limiting. Everything that you have associated with your human experience is almost all limiting. The best thing to do is to identify with your super identity, which is being one with God, right? Being source of your experience. And from this perspective, you realize that circumstances that you see have been created by you in unfavorable way, in your ignorance, because you did not know any better and you assume some wrong things, and this is why they exist. Now, to get rid of these so-called circumstances, what do you need to do? Tell a new story, assume a new assumption. And I highly recommend watching my membership video where I did this, practically speaking, and I got rid of a limiting belief, and a seeming circumstance that felt impossible to fix got fixed by itself, and I did nothing in the 3D. And so a change of story resulted in a change of circumstance, withered away all of a sudden. And so you identify with your supreme identity, your super identity, which is I am, your awareness of being source. And from there, you build a new favorable personality or a set of assumptions that are very empowering, right? That I am always chosen, I always get what I want, everything is always working out for me, love is easy for me because it's my divine inheritance, abundance is my divine inheritance, and everything is for me to experience, everything is happening for me, not to me. And because at the back of it you realize that you are source of all the circumstances, everything is being created by you, so why not create empowering circumstance? And then watch how your ego again tries to fight for its limitation. You will say, but what if, but what if? Just the awareness of the fact that all of those are you fighting for your limitation will help you not identify with it anymore. So what if no contact? Realize that I am fighting for my limitations. What if I don't get this house? Fighting for my limitations. What if this circumstance is impossible? Fighting for your limitations. Remind yourself that, and you will realize that you're fighting to keep the old story, right? And in that moment, you can take that as an opportunity to change your story, and that will result in changing circumstances. So circumstances that are just signs telling you who you are doing within. They should not bother you. They should tell you what you are doing, and when you know what you are doing, that's an opportunity to course correct, right? I recently, in the membership video, I said that even Neville Goddard forgot to apply this law. So we forget to apply this law because we get lost in the sauce of the ego. So whenever you see circumstances being unfavorable, that's the moment that you come back to your I am awareness and course correct and tell the story that you want rather than what is. And circumstances cannot exist, It's impossible for them to exist if you tell the new story and stick to it, because they take power from story. You're projecting them. They don't exist out there. There's nothing out there. It's all you. And so circumstances should never bother you. They are a sign. They are a signboard telling you that do you want to continue? Do you want to continue on the trajectory, or you want to change? And so in those moments, change your story, tell a better, empowering story, and go to your super identity of being I am, the source of your reality, and watch how reality shifts right before your eyes. And it's the most effortless way and the least efforting way to go about reality creation and shifting in your desired reality. So this is it for this video. Until next time, bye-bye.